Hello everyone and welcome to Not So Local Game Store. Think of us as your local game store, just completely online. We've got all your favorite Magic, Pokemon, and Lorcana sealed products along with singles, and a growing Discord community where you can hang out, discuss deck ideas, and join events all from the comfort of the couch in your pajamas. We aim to provide you the same experience as your local game store without the awkward small talk and with zero commute. So the plan for this week was to do the top 7 decks of Tarkir Dragonstorm Standard, and then I got sick. So we only did 3, and I told you that we were going to do red deck wins. So we are going to do red deck wins today so that we can get at least the top 4. And then we're going to get into Final Fantasy decks starting Tuesday. We have a really fun, interesting deck for Monday. But we're going to look at the red deck wins deck, which is actually a 10% of the metagame from Tarkir Dragonstorm. And then from there, it's all Final Fantasy. So like always, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends and family, and let's get into it. So this is the Red Deck Wins deck. It's basically the mouse deck that existed before Dragonstorm, just with Magebane Lizard to deal with Cutter, and then really, I mean, the rest of it's the same. It's very basic. It runs all the things you can think of, and really this is just the aggro deck that you play if you want to play aggro in the format, but you don't want to play Cutter. So it's pretty basic. I know that with all the decks going through this week, we had done a bunch of different things. We showed you only 2 games of the Control deck because they were both mirror games. They were super long. We played 2 series with the Omniscience deck, so 2 best of 3s. We played 4 best of 3s with Cutter. I'm just going to play a best of 3 of best of 3s with this list. So we could get 9 games, we could get 4 games. It all depends on what happens. So without further ado, let's get into the games. It's going to be real aggro-y, so we're going to win quick or lose quick. I think the weirdest part about this deck is it does play a mountain in the sideboard, but that's just in case you want to do some adjustments here, because you are running 24 lands. But like always, let's get into it. This is such... We're mulliganing this. Okay, I was going to say, that's such a hand that you, like, get upset about having. I mean, this also still isn't that good. That's better. I'm going to play a hero turn 1. It probably gets cut down. No, it doesn't get cut down. Playing into... Oh, is this the Golgari mid-range deck? This list is kind of weird. We probably are just... Like, we're probably just losing this, by the way. We are probably losing this. I'm almost certain we're losing this, actually. Because they're gonna have kill spells. And we did not have, like, a turn 3 winning hand. There's Go for the Throat. I mean, we do have a Monstrous Rage. We do have a Burst Lightning. So, like, we have some answers. We drew another land. That's definitely not what we want. We're just gonna let them go. If they play a Sheldred here, we cry. We cry. Alright. And we just lose the game on the spot. So this is the issue with this deck, right? Is, like, unlike Cutter, which has a bunch of ways to draw you to your aggro pieces, this deck just doesn't. This deck doesn't have the ability to draw you into anything. You just kind of have to sit and hope, which actually is just horrible. We'll do this. Hit them for 7. I think we just lose, though. I think, so they go to 10. I need, like, second Monstrous Rage, basically. I mean, we can Burst Lightning them for 4. But we kind of would like to Monstrous Rage here. Alright, they Innkeeper's Talent, sure. Sheldred goes to 5. If they swing... Okay, they don't swing. Draw. I hit a Lizard. They're gaining 2 a turn. We're hoping they don't block with Sheldred here. Alright, they go to 6. They go up to 8. Magebane Lizard could kind of do some damage here. They just make a 6/6. They're at 7. They're at 7, they have 3 blockers. We draw a second Magebane. I'm trying to think if I can get through them. Let me just swing with this. Okay. Wait, why'd I do that? Wait, I could have... I just screwed up. If we just don't play Mage Bane, we just win. Wait, do we still just win? Do we actually get out of this? Double Mage Bane Lizard trigger? I could have won last turn. I honestly didn't even see it. And now we just extra lose, yeah. We could have won that game. I played that dumb. If I don't play the lizard, we win. I just didn't do math right. But that's fine. We're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna bring in 3 links. We're just gonna go like that. That's my fault. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do that math, and I'm kind of upset at myself that I didn't do that math, because we had the kill. We actually had a Burst Lightning kill that I didn't see. Because they're at 7, and we're guaranteed 3 off the mouse, and then we can just Burst Lightning them for 4. So that's my fault. My bad. I misread what that did. I'm just gonna play a Lizard early, I think, and then just swing with Hired Claw. And if we draw a land, we get to just go Screaming Nemesis and then, like, win from there, I think. I guess they can go for the throw with my Screaming Nemesis, I guess. They take 1 off of it. Yep. I'm not gonna lie. Of the aggro list, I just don't like this list. I think the cutter list is 20 times better. I think there's way more options in the cutter list. I think it feels better overall. Alright, Switch Sphere. Ping them down to 13. I'm gonna activate this turn. They go to 9. If they have a board wipe, what happens here? Okay, they just have Sheldred. Draw. Yep. Play Switch Sphere. I think they're dead, right? Swing. Ping them. They have to block. Okay. Monstrous Rage here. Burst Lightning their face. Which we didn't even have to do, but I'm doing it for fun. Okay. That's the hand we want, and we should have just won. I wish I saw the Burst Lightning, but then, I mean, it depends on a lot of things, right? But if I saw the Burst Lightning game 1, I would have felt better about where we are. Alright, they are on the play. I am keeping this. This is a little bit slower of a, hand, but it all ends up playing better and feeling good. I mean, if they hit my Higher Claw, they hit my Higher Claw. I just don't care. Because it's Screaming Nemesis, Links. I mean, like, we're in such a good spot. I am going to spend this mana, by the way. And if they want to use a kill spell now, then they can use it. I want to just be able to go Nemesis into Links, into either another Links or another Nemesis. And they have so many non-basics. Alright, we're just doing this. And we're not swinging. We're going to block this Preacher. We're going to play Links and block their Preacher with Screaming Nemesis. Okay. They're just going to anoint me, sure. I have so many Linkses in a row. They kept a 3-lander. I will block this Preacher. Oh, they're just gonna make me sack. Okay. Am I dead? Do we want to get rid of this Liliana? Probably. I have another Lynx. I think I'm I'm actually in a bad spot here, aren't I? I can go Lynx, which hits them for 3. So I can hit them for 6 with Lynxes. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm so dead. Okay. I mean, such is life. I mean, this game's over. They're at 18, playing the control list with so much, and they're like so much in their tank. I can kill the Preacher, but I don't even think it matters at that point. I'm going to, but if they can kill the Lynx, we just cry. Let's get rid of this Preacher. They'll take 3. I mean, they could have a million different things here. Sheldred's really bad. Sheldred's really, really bad. Ritual Chamber's not great. Yeah, I'm probably just conceding this game from here. Oh, I'm just dead. Yeah. Okay. I screwed up game 1 and then we lost because I screwed up game 1. I mean, I'm keeping this. This might be too slow, but their deck is slow, and I can get draws out of this that are really good, and we have double Rockface Village, so I'm not feeling horrible about it. I mean, like, Manifold Mouse turn 1 is probably the best starting draw, but this is Hired Claw into... I mean, we don't even have to go into Magebane Lizard. I can just Hired Claw trigger, hit for 3. But I kind of want... I'm going to Magebane Lizard for every spell they cast. Alright, we do need to draw spells, though. We do need to draw spells. Llanowar Elves, sure. I am bolting the Llanowar Elves, by the way. I am Burst Lightninging the Elves. I know that takes me off of Hero for a turn. I understand that, but I don't want them to have that. Actually, we'll just wait. We'll just swing and put a counter on Hired Claw. Now we have Heartfire Hero. Plus a Hired Claw trigger. Cool, stock up. You take one off of Magebane. You get to stock up. I think they're land short, too. That's why I always say bolt the bird. Or that's why I always do it, right? You kill the Llanowar Elves, you kill the mana producer. Because if they're off land, then it just puts them in a weird spot. Alright, we'll just Heartfelt Hero here. And we will give it haste. We will swing for a lot. They go to 5. I don't think they get out of this. They kept a weird hand, I kept a weird hand, and my weird hand's just better. Okay. I think, honestly, we should be 2-0 right now. Alright, game 3 on the play with a hero, a challenger. Oh, we keep this. We keep this instantly. We keep this so fast. Like, we have hero into challenger with Monstrous Rage and a Rockface Village. Like, it's so easy. Boop, boop. I guess it depends. This could be, like, really, really fast. It depends on what deck they're playing. If they're an aggro list, then this is kind of weird. But if they're not an aggro list, we're in a great spot. Opponent doesn't know what they're doing. They're playing an Underground Mortuary. And they surveilled to the top. That's not great for us. But now we play Challenger. We swing. They're at 17. I'm gonna just village this hero. Sure. That's crazy to me. I am gonna Monstrous Rage this turn. No, I'm not, because I forgot to do it. This is in standard? Assassin's Trophy is a standard card right now? I did not realize that's a thing. Okay. They're just playing a 3-2. Alright, I'm Monstrous Raging main phase because I need to see what we draw off this Challenger. That's why we do it main phase. Manifold Mouse. Give this lovely thing Double Strike. Swing. Hold on, are they dead? They're dead, right? I did that math right? I did that math right? Yeah. They take 7, they take 9, over. This list can pop off. Like, this list can go very fast. I'm gonna keep the same thing. I keep this. I keep this. We go Hero into Manifold Mouse. I keep this. Keep this every day of the week. Like, I guess if they Assassin's Trophy me again, I'm sad. But, okay, not having second red source is not great. Assassin's Trophy. Play second red source, Manifold Mouse. Manifold Mouse. Trigger on Hero. Give it Double Strike. Swing at you for 4. So I have Sanctuary. I have another hero as well. I also have Burst Lightning. Play hero. Go here. Double Strike. I'm Monstrous Raging this hero. They're probably going to kill it now, but they still take 6. I have Burst Lightning plus a second hero with Manifold Mouse. Like, there's... Okay. They hit the artifact. Oh, because they can't kick it, right. So they go to 5. So it's over. This is what this deck can do. Like, this is the epitome of this deck right here. Is you just play Heartfire Hero, I can't talk, and the Manifold Mouse into just hit them to 5 on turn 3. Like, all their damage is gone. So we'll have to see from here. Oh! I mean, okay. I hate to tell you this, but I'm just gonna do this and this. I mean, I could have just played Burst Lightning too, but this works just as well, and they're dead. We should have went 3-0 in this series, honestly. I misplayed the first game really bad. Alright, so this deck is what this deck advertises itself to be, right? It's an aggro deck in a format that's very aggro heavy, that if you're on the play, you win. I mean, granted, we didn't play against another aggro deck, but we should have been 3-0. I misplayed, forgetting that Burst Lightning has a kicker cost in our first game. And then the other games, you saw what happened, right? You just get the mice down early, and they can just run people over. So it is what it is. I'll be very interested once Final Fantasy comes out if the format slows down. There's been a lot of conversation that Final Fantasy is mostly for Commander. Also, I don't know if I've seen a lot of, like, slowdown cards. I know that Settle the Wreckage is in the set, but I don't know if it's part of the standard legal part or not. So I'll have to double check that. So we'll have to see. I'd like to see the meta slow down. I actually like playing control decks the most, so hopefully the meta slows down. But it's enjoyable. Obviously, this deck is reasonable. I think if you want to play aggro, though, if you can, you play Cutter first. And in Arena, like, actually buying the cards is kind of similar. Obviously, in paper, that's different. But, like always, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends and family. And look forward for Final Fantasy very, very soon.